I'm Jeff Brightwell alongside softball coach Natalie Poole. And coach, fall signees are being announced. You'll have a couple coming in at midterm, and so let's talk about the future of Tiger softball real quick and kind of run through these signees. And let's start off with a couple of midterm signees that'll be able to come in and be ready, I guess, in January. And Reagan Hadley out of Georgetown, Indiana, as well as Adriana Morgan out of Lake Cormorant, Mississippi, and that high school as well.
Well, you know, both those athletes reached out to me over the summer, and it was really odd because it was about a week apart. And one of them reached out to me and said, "Coach, if I can graduate early, what are your thoughts about coming in at midterm?" And so I've never been in that situation before. So I sat on it for a few days, and then next thing I know, I hear from another, and they don't communicate. So it was really odd that I received that communication. Of course, from pitching and catching perspective, I think you can always use help. And so I talked to them about just making sure that they accomplished NCAA, regulations, and then also being able to accomplish all that they need to for degree credit. And so they looked into all that, got approvals that they needed to graduate early, and really evaluated the situation to see if it was really what they wanted to do. And both of them have felt really strong about it. And so I'm excited to say that they'll be with us this season.
So they will be eligible to participate in the spring season?
They will. They'll have graduated, met all NCAA requirements, and so they will come in fully ready to compete in the springtime.
All right, Coach, both of those players, both Reagan and Adriana, you look at their bios here, a lot of championships between the two, and I know it's big anytime you're recruiting, bringing people who are used to winning.
Absolutely. I've seen Adriana for a few years, and pitching-wise, she just does a great job of moving the ball, and I think she has a lot of maturity about herself, so I think that she's going to do a good job for us immediately. I think she'll impact us right away. And then with Reagan, she plays with a great sense of maturity as well, and that to me was important. I needed to see maturity. I needed to see that they had a handle on themselves intellectually, emotionally, and all those things, and they both have those qualities, and so I think that Reagan's going to be an impact right away behind the plate as well. She leads well, she receives well, she's got a great arm, and so I think that they're both going to fit in real well with the group that we have here.
Well, let's move along. Sarah Ann Davidson out of Ripley, Tennessee, and Ripley High School. They were back-to-back regional champions, and her latest team went 30-11.
Yes. Sarah Ann, to me, is just going to be a great utility player for us. I think that she's got some great things to offer. She can hit the ball, she can run, she can play some different positions. I think it's going to be nice to have her on the team, and I think that she, again, is going to be a really hard worker. She really wants to be here. She's excited about playing for the Tigers, and I think that she's going to be a great addition.
Interesting player here, Rebecca Melton out of Charlotte, Tennessee, and Creekwood High School. Set the Creekwood High School home run record her freshman year, has been the district MVP as a freshman. They advanced to state as a sophomore. She's led her club team to 3 state championships. Could catch a little for you, could do some other stuff as well, but you got to like a player coming in with a little pop in that bat.
Absolutely. I think we have great speed on this team, and I think that we've brought in some kids who can swing it, and she's going to be another that's really going to add to our power. She just hits the ball hard. She makes really good contact. She's a strong kid. She can catch. She'll be a hitter for us. If she can do some other things, that'll be great. But I think that she's just going to add some tremendous power in the middle of our lineup, and so I'm excited about having her here.
Ziya Santiago out of Cleveland, Ohio, North Royalton High School, a team MVP, all-conference each season at North Royalton. Her ASA team 4th at Nationals in 2013. Had 4 home runs in 8 games in that tournament. What can you tell us about Ziya Moore?
Again, to me, just power. And so for us, I really like that. I like that they're going to add that depth to what we have in the lineup. And so I think we've got the speed to get people on. And so, instead of manufacturing runs, you've got some kids that can come in and just, possibly score multiple people in one shot. And so she plays first base. She can play some other positions. And she's got great energy. I think that she's going to have a good presence for our team and just be an offensive threat.
Well, you've signed some players that are big hitters. You go back to your speed game with Aaron Parker out of Louisville, Kentucky.
Yes.
Middle infielder out of North Oldham High School, had a school record 29 straight stolen bases at one point.
Absolutely. It was one of the things that attracted us to her. She's a great shortstop, so I think infield, probably either side. She can play second or short, but she's got a great arm. She works really, really hard, and she's got tremendous speed. And so I think that she's going to have a good presence. She's going to stand out right away, and she's going to work really, really hard. And again, just people that want to come play for Memphis and and know what they can do here and are going to be impactful players.
Well, recruiting class overall, do you feel that you addressed your needs in this class?
I do. I feel like it's a good balance of all positions, realistically. One or two of those kids could end playing infield or outfield for us. And then, of course, pitching and catching, and then hitting the corner position. So, I mean, really, we've pretty much covered everything. And so that's really what we needed. We need some athletic people who can do some different things and just add some depth to some areas that we need to fulfill.
All right. Thanks a lot, Coach. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Those are your Tiger softball signees. For Natalie Poole, I'm Jeff Brightwell on the Memphis Tiger Network.